Strengthens it loud, strength is within. Are you afraid? Audiobook, Part 4 by Chandler Ferguson.
You know, the motivation of being able to find my independence and be far away from dependence is the goal. Because in my past reality, all I could think about was who could help me after I lost my job. I was lost, I was foolish, and just plain stupid. I don't ever want to be in a position that leads me astray and being afraid that I couldn't change my surroundings, and I could finally find a place for me, a new scenery, change my people and things, searching and renewing my self-esteem, traveling with the new thinking and developing. I know I am worth everything, so you see, finding my purpose is my reason. My independence is what works and motivates me. It's all a dream that I will turn into reality. Honestly, people see me as a very positive person, and I love that. But truthfully, some people in my past have also thought that I was at the top or over the top or like I'm being fake. In all actuality, I genuinely love giving positive energy and giving my best no matter what environment I am in. So my energy that I exert off is just me being me. The more I live and grow, I realize that this is who I am, a person who will do his best in terms as reading with emphasis, dancing at random music songs, or when my favorite or familiar song is on, even acting a funny gesture, because I love seeing people smile. Also, I love being comfortable in my own skin, and that is why I am attracted to the arts, attracted to certain people or experiences and etc. But when people misread me, it gives me negative self-doubt and feeling, and I try my best to take it away from that misconception and shine bright like I can. This is so familiar, but I'm learning how not to care about outside sources and feel great to love me. Truthfully, it feels good to really find out who I am and what I'm going to tolerate and allow. Don't be afraid to be you, because you is all you got at the end of the day. You are left alone with your emotions, experiences, and daily spins and turns that this world may throw your way. So conquer that fear, because it gets better and it feels amazing. A scene. Never let anyone get in between, because you can believe and you will achieve. Don't grieve, believe, don't quit, win, and dig and you will go get it. Decisions are missions that follow through. Choose the path you think is true. It's either going to be good or bad or worse or great. You decide which one you will face. If the journey ahead you want to know, but until you decide, the truth will hide. Be strong and courageous to move the choice. Trust your gut with an unsaying but. At first, it was a little bit difficult learning my lines, but I got better at it. The older kids gave me tips such as highlighting my lines and practicing them. That way, the more I practiced, the easier it became. The drama mama was impressed about how fast I was learning, and I was thrilled with the progress I was making, you know? For the first time in my life, I was finding my niche and loving every moment of it. Nothing was going to hold me back. Anything and everything I was making sure I was the best. Learning my lines, being the first one at practice, and even helping people with their lines. The more I did, the more recognition I received. I was literally becoming the master of my craft, and I was putting out the work. My social skills were getting better, and it was exciting. Telling my schoolmates that I was going to be in a high school performance, practice after practice, had finally gotten through the whole show. And the feeling was like no other. It was like an ongoing roller coaster, and it was mind-blowing. News had got around, and my school was attending the performance, as I said previously. And it was our first show of the day. Sparks were going off, and so many butterflies were flying in my stomach. But I was ready, and this was the day for me to show how hard I had been working. sleepless nights, and practicing lines. This was my time to shine. No more feeling like I wasn't worthy. No more feeling like I was a loser. This was the day I felt like a winner, and I was part of a family that needed me. I needed them. Time to produce, and produce was what I did. Places, everyone. An opening introduction, and the curtains raised, and it was showtime. The butterflies were moving so fast, you would have thought they were all going through metamorphosis. But I had to control them and focus. Pure tunnel vision, and I tapped in. My cue came up, and the words and the movements were all connected. The nervousness went away, and before I knew it, my job was finished. We received a standing ovation, and my friends were proud as well as my team cast. The feeling was like no other, and that's when I knew this was something I could see myself doing for a while. Time moved on, and I started to feel confident, personality, and determination. I wanted to live. I wanted to fly all the way to the sky. So focusing on my appearance was finally developing. People talked about my head. They mocked my every single day, and so I had to flip it. I had to flip the story. That's when I started exercising more, going out for sports such as track, football, baseball. Every summer, I was at the middle school. I was in baseball, and I was doing push-ups, sit-ups, lifting weights. This was a turning point in my life because I wanted to have a Hercules body. Even though people talked about me day after day, second after second, they couldn't stop me. That drive that was building, that determination that I was feeling gave me a sense of hope, a sense of urgency to do the best. Push after push, sit up after stretch, that unreclining forte was creating, and the body I thrived for was shaped. By the time I was going into the 6th grade, this young man had a six-pack, It was a blistering art of the abs. The only reason I was able to attain was because I busted my ass for it. Taking no for an answer and grinding until I couldn't no more. If you want something done, you better be ready to cry, be ready to bleed, and breathe as hard as you never have before. When someone says tunnel vision, it's literally you and yourself, down to the last drop in second. We were all made in God's image, and that means we create our own destiny and fate if you're ready to work, ready to grind, and I promise you will succeed. Different experiences can create people into amazing human beings, Sometimes be it good, bad, worse, or ugly. You can give you a sense of grind, a sense of determination to try and be the very best, or even do something greater than yourself. The best things in life where people come from the darkest places and brings the biggest light. Looking back on true past experiences in my life, I can really say that they made me who I am today. Choose like a fuel or move like a hoof. Focus the motion to make a heavy notion. Do you quit because you can't think, or do you push because you can't bend? You decide the prize. You don't hide. You create the outcome. The outcome don't create you. You are not a fool, but the fuel to continue through. You are driven by the fuel, not the mule. Don't stand around and wait. You make the fate and devastate the hate. Don't bait the lesson, make the lesson. Create the outcome, be the outcome. It's your choice. What do you want? This isn't a song, but it is long. It is tough. It's you, not a brew, but the truth. The outcome. Breaking down, looking around, searching for the world I have found. Something was longing, but I couldn't capture what I wanted to see. Things were coming as fast like a bumblebee, and I was afraid of extinct. I knew decisions, quests, and knocks were on, only for time and thee. What is it I was looking for? Maybe it was me and all the things I wanted to achieve and dream, but for some reason I couldn't see. When you place your feet down in the ground and look around, you seem to grow and bloom with the shy of doom. So this is a time I need to be down in the ground and look around, so I won't have to be around in a town with a frown. New possibilities, new surroundings, something I always wanted to see, and finally I will be with thee, a true beginning of true belief.